Justin Bruce. He is our September edition cover feature, and he is with Real of Ohio. And oh my goodness, I think we're in for a treat today. We say we're bringing these stories to life. So Justin, we're in Lancaster. There's the honk you were talking about. Would you share with us how you ended up here in Ohio when you were born and raised in Missouri? Yes.
Missouri. Yep. So my mom and dad had a chain of women's clothing stores. And after that chapter ended, we traveled to Iowa and then to Ohio as he was a district manager for some other clothing stores.
Amazing. So you've got some experience in sales, phones door to door. I mean, that had to be, you probably got over some intimidation. That sounds terrifying to me.
It is one of the hardest things you can do.
Yes, the rejection and the...
So it teaches you, they taught all the factors of sales, fear of loss and how to talk to people. But the biggest thing was getting a door slammed in your face, 49 out of 50 doors you walked in. And so you get a thick skin and you learn how to talk to people. Mm-hmm. You learn different kinds of people and how to talk to different kinds of people.
Yes.
What makes them tick?
Yeah.
What is valuable to them? So I learned a ton. I would never in a million years do it again or recommend it. But I learned so much there that now translates to relationships in real estate. We were living off my salary. And it was actually not salary, commission. I was 100% commission at the time. March 16th, 2020, it disappeared overnight. I worked with schools. And so between March and May, it was a scary time. So I became a receptionist for my wife's chiropractic office. You know, I'm this guy that's been in business making six figures, and I had to humble myself and become a receptionist. And I did that for a full year. While I was there, I got to see where our inefficiencies were. I pride myself on processes and systems, but I didn't put it into our own business. I wrote the business plan and it was working, but she was only seeing, 40, 50 patients a week. So I sat down and I said, what are we doing wrong? And I said, okay, there's no automation. There's nothing on the website where they can talk to people. There's no online forms. There's no online scheduling. We don't have an app. We're not doing Google ads. We're not doing Facebook ads. So I implemented all those things in about 30 to 60 days. And inside of 5 months, we went from 50 patients a week to 180, hired another doctor in January, got them halfway full, hired a third doctor, and added acupuncture. We've rode together to work every day. We've worked together all day. We go home together. We spend the evenings together. What she said was, what do you want to do with your life? What she meant was, get out of my office, I think. No, but that was actually one of the greatest things that happened to our marriage was that. People give us trouble all the time. How did you do it? How did you do it? We got to spend all day together. We got to connect. A lot of people don't get to do that.
It's non-negotiable that my wife and I have a date at 1 p.m. every Friday, and I go to all of my kids' games and special events. And I love that quote was highlighted because it's one thing to be successful in business, but if your family is sacrificed on the way to success and you lose them, what is it worth?
It's a huge deal because without that, none of this matters.
Yeah.
If I put all that aside, I could go work real estate 18 hours a day and do 30, 40 million a year and make $1 million. But what?
At what cost?
Yeah, what does that mean? And that's earlier today, I asked you, I said, what time are we going to be done? Because I got to get to soccer. If not, we need to reschedule this. That Friday lunch has been so good for our marriage because it gives us an hour and a half that is slotted every week. I don't care if there's a $3 million listing. It can wait till another day. That hour and a half is very important.
How did you land in real estate?
So the answer was golf. I had a buddy in real estate who was very successful. And he was like, come do my commercial business. You don't have to prospect. You don't have to door knock. Because I told him, I'm past that. I'm not doing that. And so I did that for 6 months. And then I fell into, by accident, the sports entertainment world. KW reached out at the time and was like, hey, we're doing the sports entertainment division. We think you'd be perfect for it. And I joined. I'd never worked with an athlete. I'd never worked with an entertainer. But, the old saying, fake it till you make it.
Yep.
And I did that.
How did you feel about that space when you were in it? Did you find it intimidating, challenging? Did you like it?
So very different. So you have to know so much more. it just wasn't my jam. I feel like if you're going to do commercial, I can help people on the side and I'll partner with brokers on it. You kind of need to be in it every day. And I have commercial brokers now that I'm friends with that I just refer it to them. I'd rather just hang out in the residential world.
Why you like bourbon so much? Would you share with me a little bit beyond the taste and like all the other things? Why?
What I love about bourbon, other than the taste, is how it brings people together. And whether it's my wife and I having a nightcap after a long day where we haven't seen each other, or me meeting with a new agent and sharing a bourbon and sharing the things that I've learned of how I failed or how I've been successful, or with affiliates, or with you, sharing a glass of wine and a bourbon and being able to just have something to create conversation and create connection. Because I've found that in this business, when I can create connection, everything else figures itself out. What I love, like our Christmas party, we invited 150 people into our home and had them come share bourbons that we have that maybe they haven't seen before, been able to taste, and hang out with our family, see our basement, play on the golf simulator. It allows us to have a connection that leads to conversations. And that's what my team laughs, but that's where conversion happens, is in conversation. Everybody sees the highlight reel. Everybody sees my Instagram and they're like, oh my gosh, 2 dogs and the 2 kids and that picket fence. And I'm so blessed, I have great, but nobody sees the tears and the sweat and the blood that goes into that.
Sure.
And building a team, I sucked at. I built a team of 9 in like a month.
Wow.
And it was because mentors at the time told me that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I just did it. I feel guilty that I set some of those people up for failure because I wasn't ready to pour into them because I hadn't figured my business out yet. When I put that team together, I didn't have values or pillars that I needed to use to build that team. And so it was just like, you want to be on the team? Sign here. And I realized that my values didn't align with everybody on the teams. And my goals didn't align with everybody's on the teams. And some of that is my fault. Some of that is just they're not the right people and they should have never been here in the first place. And so I encourage people now as they're building out a team, figure out your why. Why do you want a team? If your answer is that you want to pour into other people because you figured it out, or you want to build something bigger than yourself or something, then yeah, build a team, but find somebody to show you the playbook for that. Because just building a team from scratch, it's not easy. And that's why there's not that many successful teams out there. Setback's an opportunity for a comeback. And so you have to look at it as every time I get a no or a deal falls apart or I fail at something, I now get excited about it because I know I'm one step closer to the win.
Yeah, you've gained like a, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know, when the market gets tough, that means soon it's going to flip. And so I used to really get depressed when it was slow. If I'm not putting points up, I'm not happy. And so you have to, this is big advice here. You have to put up points in different facets of your life. If you're only putting up points in real estate starts to suck, you're gonna get depressed. But if you're putting up points with real estate, family, friends, community, philanthropy, when this one goes slow, you can still be putting points up over here and not lose yourself.